ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ಸ್ವಾಗತ SVN ಟಿವಿಗೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತದ ಮೊದಲ 100% ಇಂಗಾಲ ತಟಸ್ಥ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ.
Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, we come to you in all humility, in an attitude of worship. You are the Creator, you are the Sustainer, you are the life-giving Spirit.
1200 ಕೋಟಿ ವೆಚ್ಚದಲ್ಲಿ 500 ಹಾಸಿಗೆಗಳ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯದ ಅಂಬಿಕಾ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ ಚೆನ್ನೈನ ಲೈಫ್ ಲೈನ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ನ ಸಹಯೋಗದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನಗರದ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜಕುಮಾರ ರಂಜನ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್ MOS ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಚಿವಾಲಯ ಮತ್ತು ವಿದೇಶಾಂಗ ಸಚಿವಾಲಯದ ಸಚಿವರು ಇಂದು ಅಂಬಿಕಾ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಮತ್ತು ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಪಡಿಸಿದ ಹಾಗೂ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನಗರದ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ತಲೆ ಎತ್ತಲಿರುವ 1200 ಕೋಟಿ ವೆಚ್ಚದಲ್ಲಿ 500 ಹಾಸಿಗೆಗಳ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯದ ಭಾರತದ ಮೊದಲ 100% ಇಂಗಾಲದ ತಟಸ್ಥ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯ ಶಿಲಾನ್ಯಾಸ ನೆರವೇರಿಸಿದರು.
This association with me and also opening a huge avenue to make the progress in the line of humanitarian activity and particularly about the infrastructure development and also to provide the
ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಬಿಕಾ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ CEO ಮತ್ತು ಸಂಸ್ಥಾಪಕ ಪ್ರವೀಶ್ ಕುಜಿಪಿಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಚೆನ್ನೈನ ಲೈಫ್ ಲೈನ್ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾ ಮತ್ತು MD ಡಾ JS ರಾಜಕುಮಾರ ಹಾಜರಿದ್ದರು.
And that we have to be tap with them and then convince the adopted nations and country to think India is one of the best destination for tourism and medical tourism as well as the earning of knowledge and the skill. Because India is trying by this 2047, we wanted to be the knowledge bank.
ಅಂಬಿಕಾ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಗುತ್ತಿಗೆದಾರರ CEO ಮತ್ತು ಸಂಸ್ಥಾಪಕ ಪ್ರವೀಶ್ ಕುಜಿಪಿಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮವನ್ನು ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ ಅವರು, ಯೋಜನೆಯ ಮೊದಲ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನಗರದ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ 500 ಹಾಸಿಗೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರುವ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸಲು ಭೂ ಸ್ವಾಧೀನಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಾಗಿದೆ. 100% ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ ಮೊದಲನೆಯದು.
And with latest facilities, our mission is to set up a world-class facility that would be placed, provide ease of access and comprehensive healthcare to everyone across this fast-growing city. As we have completed the land acquisition at Kalyan Nagar area for phase 1 of this project, another 40 acres of the land has been acquired at Kengeri for phase 2 of this project.
Daughter in the world, and every father has her. For every father, his daughter's perfect. I understand. It's a very special day today because I'm seeing a very good, very strong synergy after a long time. Moraji Desai said, somebody asked him, is India a forward country or a backward country? He thought for some time and he said, no, it's an awkward country. Because on one side, we have advancement. One side, we have, we are the best of our people are in the UK and the US, the best doctors. And here we have people suffering with not enough healthcare. And I really appreciate that today, in the presence of the Honorable Minister, Mr. Rajkumar Singh, Mr. Pravish and his beautiful team have dedicated this Ambika Foundation to the care of humanity. Now, I would like to start by saying that as a hospital owner, when I first met Mr. Pravish,
ಈ ಯೋಜನೆಯ ಎರಡನೇ ಹಂತಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಕೆಂಗೇರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ 50 ಎಕರೆ ಭೂಮಿಯನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಮುಂದುವರೆದು ಲೈಫ್ ಲೈನ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಉನ್ನತ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸೇವೆ ಒದಗಿಸುವ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಾಗಿದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಯೋಜನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸಹಭಾಗಿತ್ವವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಲು ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿದೆ ಎಂದು ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರವೀಶ್ ಕುಜಿಪಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದರು.
Whereas the Honorable Minister completely busted that myth for me today. He was so simple, so nice. and I'm a man who's very brutally honest. I'm very poor at saying lies, and you will find that in the next 10-15 minutes. So we want more people like you to head the country. People who have the guts to come out and share it here on stage. So God bless you, and as my promise to you holds good. With Mr. Pravish, when I met with Mr. Pravish first, my good friends, strategic friends here,
ಶೀಘ್ರವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗರಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಾದ್ಯಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸುಲಭ ಪ್ರವೇಶ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮಗ್ರ ಆರೈಕೆಯನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸುವ ವಿಶ್ವ ದರ್ಜೆಯ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯವನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸುವುದು ನಮ್ಮ ಉದ್ದೇಶವಾಗಿದೆ ಎಂದು ಚೆನ್ನೈನ ಲೈಫ್ ಲೈನ್ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾ ಮತ್ತು MD ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ JS ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
he took his decisions, the honesty in the man. I'm seeing that. I know he's a big construction guy, but honestly, I'm not the sort of chap. We're surgeons. We're dealing with lives and death all the time. The number of zeros, that doesn't matter. The guy matters. And as far as Mr. Pravesh is concerned, Nambika is concerned, I know that this man will walk the talk. I met Roy, Rosh, the entire group, and I was terribly impressed by their commitment to what they were doing. So, Nainan sir, thank you for giving. You could not have chosen a better group of people to give it to. There will be 100 chaps. There will be 100 chaps willing to put shops there or put some commercial thing and make money. But there is more to this project. So what is there more to this project? Is this going to be yet another hospital? Somebody has a fracture, he goes there. Somebody else has a piles, he goes there. No. We are trying to do a very different hospital complex. And I'm going to tell you over the next 10-12 minutes why it is. So the Honorable Minister rightly said, talked about carbon neutrality. Every time you breathe, every time you pass motion, every time you walk, every time you drive, you are pushing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This is poisoning the atmosphere. December 2022 saw the maximum number of climate disasters, and it's climbing with every month. We don't know how long we will even have the planet. There's so much of climate change happening. And one of the major things is emission of greenhouse gases, like carbon dioxide. One of the major industries that is pushing it is the hospital industry. And almost all the hospitals in India are major carbon dioxide emitters. All over the world, people are saying, okay, do carbon neutrality and we will support you. Do carbon neutrality and we will fund you. But it's very difficult to do a carbon neutrality. You build a wall, if that wall has got a brick, and if that brick is being heated in the kiln, it's already got a huge carbon footprint. It's let out a lot of carbon dioxide before it becomes a brick in your home. So we are now in contact with some of the best architects in the country. We're trying to do a completely carbon neutral from the level of the bricks itself. So you have different kind of base that leaves a very low carbon footprint. We are going to have what's called a decarbonized, you'll start hearing this very frequently hereafter, decarbonized walls, decarbonized structures. 1, 2, circular, it's called circular movement. For example, most hospitals, we have plastics to put sharps in, all the needles. And hundreds and hundreds of these containers, they are disposed. Carbon dioxide goes up. So the concept of circular containers, where you reuse the containers and not push it into the fire straight away and push up carbon dioxide. There are many more. It's called good deeds, decarbonization, electrification, efficiency of operation, and this is how you go ahead by bringing down the carbon dioxide. So, and digitalization is the fourth one.
Sir, it's completely allopathy or homeopathy?
No. Good question. We want to underline again, it is not only allopathy. We want to have multidisciplinary, to have what's called integrated or composite or hybrid healthcare. Because we still have, nobody has done research so far on whether a person has, say, allopathy plus homeopathy. He may have better results, but we don't know. Because allopath will say, don't go to homeopath. Homeopath will say, don't go to allopath. We are saying, let us put patient first. Whatever works for patient, we are completely open. But at one stage, when all these don't work and that fails, then and only then, after all ethical considerations, will we move into transplant.
Sir, I would like to tell about Pariksha Bus, sir, that our G20 and Pariksha Bus, yesterday the exams they are facing for students.
Pariksha.
Exams are coming. Sir is education minister.
Yesterday perhaps all of us might have seen it. Our Prime Minister has eased all those nervous system during the examination. Examination is just like a light festival, and don't be afraid. And it's a festival, and so you can express it. And accordingly, Prime Minister considered this in 2014. We have conducted, yesterday was the 6th series, and that we are requesting, appealing the student not to afraid in the examination. Teachers should have taught the students effectively, transparently, and parent also should look up to the teachers as well as to the students. Whether the teacher is giving good lesson, good conceptual work to his kid or son or daughter, and the parent has the right, and society all club together, and so that the National Education Policy 2020 is a compact system of total revolution of the Indian education system. So through that, the ease of doing business we are talking, now ease of appearing in the examination.
Yeah.
So I hope students are enjoying, and they remove the fear psychosis of the examination.
Sir, where it's happened? Where it's happened?
Entire exams. So need not to worry. Sir is telling that exams we need to face with bold and courage.
Okay.
And lastly, suppose I fail in one examination, and that is not the end of my life.
Yeah.
And Prime Minister has given an example like this. He said, train station, you may drop in one station, but you have to reach the another station. Like that, you have taken. One failure is not a failure of the life. It's a experience of life.
This is advice for students.
Yeah,
Writing
it's
preparing
really
for
motivation.
Sir, what is the area of the hospital rehab?
Sir, number.
This is communally area.
No, how much area? What is
5 acres.
5 acres. Is it government property or your own property?
It is not. It's a private property, and the total investment that is coming into Karnataka for this health scheme is 1,200 crores is what we are looking at. Yeah. So that is, and also as Doctor mentioned, it's a completely 100% carbon neutral project.
But what is the time bonding in 1,500 beds? Your construction?
3 to 4 years.
Huh?
3 to 4 years we should be able to complete it and get be fully functional.
But you are any free to any poor people? Any?
Sir, because this is a foundation, medical foundation. So there will be one part as well. One of our options is that we may have in parallel also running for free or through the Chief Minister scheme or Prime Minister scheme. In the other part,
Correct. Already we have
another 40
doctors running already. As I mentioned, the charitable trust. We have free care for cancer and HIV patients. So now we have also organ failure. Yeah,
it's a larger initiative. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
See, even now we just spoke to the minister. February 17th, there's G20 in Manipur. Hopefully, Mr. Pravesh ji also will be there. I'll be there, and we are going to see the first 100 patients for free cancer surgery, etc. So both of us have believed in charity work going along with business, and we both believe that we should do it. And instead of just saying it for you, we are fixing it and saying February 17th. Now he's arranging so that we go to Manipur, see them. So we believe in putting the money where the mouth is.
But one more project in Kengeri, when will start, sir? You are putting in one more project is Kengeri.
That's phase 2.
Phase 2.
That's
That is
phase 2.
after finishing.
Yeah, that will be a larger project. So this is the city project, and that's the outside city project.
This is a big project, boss. Perhaps not for Mr. Pravesh, but for most hospital people, this kind of large, it's tough because it's not like regular construction to get the oxygen everywhere, suction everywhere. There's a lot of brain work, and we hope that doing the phase 1, Paka, and then moving on to the next would be the right way to.
Which construction company you are?
We are sitting here with Ambika Construction.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Join us for lunch.
Okay, sir.